Hey guys, and welcome back to another trade recap on my channel. This week has been just a huge blessing for me. Matter of fact, this whole month has been going crazy for me, right? As you know, I'm a trend trader. I only trend in direction with the overall trend, in confirmation with the trend, and I use different tools to kind of attach to it and enter my positions. So starting off this week, we can actually see that we don't have a lot of news. Japanese yen had bank holiday for Monday. Okay, fine for me. I don't trade any Japanese pairs or whatsoever, so that was completely fine with me. And we can also see that we don't have much news for Monday either. Guys, it's very important that you check news. The site I use is called Forex Factory. You can see all the news coming up for the week for complete free, so we can see that today was a very news heavy day, so I don't took any positions for today. As you can see, it's pretty news heavy, and news can affect trading, especially in the lower time frames, and can stop you out even if the overall trend idea is correct. So that's something I don't want to see when trading. As a matter of fact, maybe I don't trade tomorrow at all. As you can see, we have NZD, we have US news coming out on unemployment claims. They didn't come out for a while, so I can think they can highly impact the market for this week. But let's look back at the chart. And as you can see, I made 5.81 RR on this trade. And if we go to the lower time frames, like for the 15-minute, you can see why I took this trade. Gold has been pretty bullish since we started off this week on Monday. As you can see, we have a little bit to the downside, and then we are continuing up and up and up. Guys, it's going up for the longest time ever. And we can see higher highs and higher lows being made. So that means we're in an uptrend, right? And then we saw this break of structure, and this break of structure is where I looked closely at the markets. And if we go to the 5-minute time frame, you can actually see that, where is it? That we got a fair value gap right here. Let me delete this so you can see it. We got a fair value gap right here, and that's where I entered from. So if we draw this out, you can see that this move to the upside was pretty bullish. We only have one little red candle getting over pushed by the buyers heavily, and as we saw these 3 little candles right here, that just shows me that there is a little selling pressure going on right here. Nothing much to worry about. And then we can actually see this pretty strong bullish candle, and that's where I entered from. It's that simple, guys. That's where I took my entry. I saw this fat, bullish, long candle to the upside, covering almost all of the bodies from the selling candles. If you can see, we even crossed a little bit above it, close below. And that was where I entered. I put my stop loss closely below. Usually I would have put it below the fair value gap, but we go with this for now because it's actually very strong momentum in the market, and that's what I wanted to use, so I can use a tighter stop on this trade. And then we actually had a phase that is a problem for most traders. As you can see, we had a sideways phase right after I entered my position. And this is where people get nervous, they overcomplicate stuff, and they try to actually move out of the position because they are getting fear, they are getting greed, they don't want to lose money, and they maybe close once we get this bullish candle right here so they can secure money. And that's where you guys mess up, honestly. So I was patient, I didn't close my position, my stop loss was right there, and then we got a break of structure right here. This is where I adjusted my stop loss for the first time to break even, so I don't lose any money on this trade. We got a pretty strong break of structure with this huge candle. I'm already huge in profit, and I don't want to lose it again, so I adjust my stop loss to break even at this time. And then we can actually see that we get another break of structure right here, which is pretty nice. So I then adjusted my stop loss just to the last low right here, and I already secured like 100 euros in profit once the price comes back here and stops me out. So if the market is going to stop me out, I'm already in profit. Nothing can happen here. This is the type of trades I love, when you just go with the trend, and it's beautiful, right? So we get another breakout structure right here, which I really liked. So I adjusted my stop loss again under this low right here, and we ended up getting stopped out for a pretty nice profit. So this is what I trade. I don't use take profits. I use stop loss and trail them into profit. So I make profit once I get stopped out, but there is nearly infinite potential to the upside with my strategy. That's basically it for the trade. Pretty simple, I know, guys. We can have also a pretty look on Bitcoin. I don't like how Bitcoin is behaving right now. We can see that it is in a downtrend, going maybe in an uptrend right here if you look at this. But overall, if we see the higher bearish leg, it's not in a downtrend or whatsoever. So I don't like to trade Bitcoin right now. I'm still waiting for a clear signs that we want to continue lower or higher. So I'm pretty patient on that. We can see we have break of structures to the downside. We don't respect the fair value gap right here. We got a little bit of rejection right here, but we didn't end up closing below this low point to the downside here. I can't mark it out. Nice, perfect. And that's why I don't do anything on Bitcoin right now. I'm mostly waiting for gold to give me another setup, and that's where the patient game begins. I made money for the week, and now I have to be patient and wait for another high quality setup to take. That was it, guys, for today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you learned something new, and please comment below if you took any trades on gold this week. Would be very interesting for me. Thank you, and I see you again later.